Hello, and my name is 𝗚়Ι Samo. Today, I am going to be making gnocchi.
Hi, today and welcome to Pistou and Pastis and
Bulldog Dog's channel.
Yeah. Today we're gonna make one of old family favorite. We're gonna make gnocchi from scratch. Now, back when Beau was a little kid, he used to eat gnocchi by the plateful. And he used to call it, what you used to call it?
Circle pasta.
Right, circle pasta. So anyways, I'm going to show you a basic recipe. And then if you look down in the links, I'll give you links to 3 different sauces. So the very first step is your potatoes. Now a lot of people will boil potatoes. I don't like to boil them. I usually bake them in the oven. I bake them at 350 for about an hour or until you can take a knife and it just easily pierces inside. The reason I like to bake it as opposed to boil it is you want gnocchi dough to be very, very dry, and if you boil it, you're inherently getting a lot of moisture. I know a lot of people will boil the potatoes, then peel them, and then they'll put them on a sheet pan and dry them out in the oven. I just find it's better if you start cooking them in the oven right away. So these guys have already cooked, and we're just gonna peel them like this. And my potatoes have little teeny brown spots from where they sat in the roasting pan, but you know, don't worry about that. And really, honestly, just peel off as much as you can. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our food mill, and you could use one of those like potato mashers as well. Was that really hard?
Not too hard.
All right, and so food mills to me are one of the best and most essential kitchen products you can buy. There's a lot of cheap ones you can buy in life. Here, let me get another piece of potato in there. There's a lot of food mills you can buy in life. I've had this one for 30-something years. Classic Matfer, I believe, is the original company that made this, but they just last forever.
Is this how you mash the potatoes when you make mashed potatoes?
Yeah. So we use the food mill to mash potatoes. We use it when we make a tomato sauce. We use it when we make the Marseille fish soup that you love so much. All right, here. And if you have little bits of peel, it really doesn't matter. Don't worry about it too much. All right, here we go. Oh God, I can't wait to eat gnocchi today. How about you? Is that like your favorite thing in the world to eat?
I don't know. If you say my favorite pasta, I don't know, because I like 𝗚Ｈİ 𝗰𝗵𝗶 too.
Do you think we should make a video on how to make 𝗚ＨÍ 𝗰𝗵𝗶?
Yeah.
Or maybe how to eat it?
Yep. Coming soon. Oh my gosh, this is just getting stuck.
Okay. So you've mashed your 2 pounds of potatoes. Now we need to add 1 cup of flour. All right, you want to add that to there?
Yeah, and this is the cup.
Yep. And you can just drop it right inside. You could mix this all in your, if you have a stand mixer, or you can do it by hand. Today we're going to do it by hand. I'm also going to put 2 egg yolks. And then we're going to put a little bit of nutmeg. You remember you were saying this looked like a rock earlier?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought that was a potato.
No. Smell it.
It smells good.
That's also what we use in our potato gratin, right? So just drop that in there, yep. 1 cup. And then here's like a secret ingredient. I'm gonna add just a little tiny, like 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon.
And that makes it smell so good.
Doesn't it? And then we're gonna add, I don't know, 1/2 cup of cheese. And I'm gonna add a teaspoon or 2
That's a lot of salt.
of salt. Okay, and Beau, I'm gonna mix this up.
Oh.
Wow, it's gonna make... So what you're looking for is just to make a nice smooth dough, and we're gonna test it on a fork and see if it'll hold its shape. You don't want the filling to have too much flour or it gets really heavy and dense. And I found that this ratio and this method makes just about the perfect gnocchi. So if it feels a little bit wet, we're just gonna add just the teeniest of handfuls, like a big pinch of flour. Beau, you remember how to shape these?
Well, if I made a giant one.
You wanna just make one gnocchi?
No.
Who would get to eat that?
Me.
All right, look, this dough is just perfect. It's not sticky.
Do we need the pot? Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna put that.
Smells like raw gnocchi.
You wanna take a little taste?
Yeah.
You taste the cinnamon and the nutmeg. No?
Not really. But it does taste like gnocchi.
Yeah, like gnocchi. Are you excited for lunch? Oh. This is the fun step, Beau. This is where we get to roll it out.
Oh, now I remember. We roll it out and then you cut it and then we get the fork and blah blah.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna put a little bit of flour down and we're gonna cut our dough into like 4 strands. And hold on, let me just sprinkle a little flour for you. Okay, you take yours. Daddy's gonna take his. And what we're trying to do, ooh, I'm gonna break mine in half, that's a little big. You don't want too much flour, but we just wanna kind of roll it out to like a big log like this. See how Daddy's is?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a little bit thinner, Beau. We'll do this one in a second. Okay, you ready? You gotta put a little more pressure on it so it rolls out. Okay? Like this. Hold on. Let me just show you. Just push a little bit harder.
Okay.
So it's like that thick. So when you have it about the same thickness as your finger, here, watch out. We're gonna cut little pieces like that. You can use a knife, a bench scraper, a rubber spatula,
Fork.
whatever you want to cut this into little pieces. Let's cut yours too.
Even a fork, fork could work because it's so soft.
Yeah, exactly. It's a super soft dough. All right, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little more flour on yours. And we have a little bit more flour on mine. Do you have your fork? So you could use a fork, or you could use one of these fancy wooden boards. And what you want to do is just take the piece and roll it down slowly to make the classic gnocchi shape.
I forgot. That's not how I do it.
So just taking your thumb, you don't want to push too hard. And really, once you get the hang of it, look how easy that is. And if you're using a fork, I would do it this way. I would take the fork and hold it upside down.
Oh yeah.
And then just on the back of the fork, take it like that. And that makes gnocchi too, you see? Isn't that cool? All right, so let's just finish up this dough.
Ah, that looks weird.
That's okay. I think yours look great. I usually try to put the gnocchi onto a cookie sheet before we cook these in water, just so you don't handle them that much. But why don't we put this next to you, over there. And just put a little pressure like that, and then it curls. And that way it's a little bit hollow in the inside. You see? Yeah, there you go. We've shaped these beautiful gnocchi on a fork, however you did it. You need a pot of rapidly boiling water and just drop them into there. I don't like to handle the gnocchi too much. They're very delicate and I want them to be perfect. You want to cook the gnocchi just till they float to the top. It's about 2 or 3 minutes. If you cook them too long, what happens is they just start falling apart. And so as soon as you strain them out of the boiling water, I drop them right into a big bowl of ice water. Look at these beautiful gnocchi. So we've cooked them and we've cooled them off in the ice bath. I put a little bit of oil on them. I got them on a sheet pan. I'm gonna cover it in plastic wrap. I'm just gonna store this in my fridge till I'm ready to eat.